The Holocaust was one of the darkest chapters in human history. It's a tragedy that should never be forgotten. Between 1941 and 1945, Nazi Germany, led by Adolf Hitler, systematically murdered 6 million Jews across Europe. The horrors of the Holocaust are well documented. There were mass killings, death camps, ghettos, and an intense propaganda campaign to dehumanize Jews and paint them as an inferior race. But what's often forgotten is that the Holocaust didn't just happen to Jews. While they were the main victims, other groups were also targeted, including Roma, gay men, people with disabilities, and political dissidents. In total, it's estimated that the Nazis murdered around 17 million people during the Second World War. So why did they do it? Well, Hitler blamed Jews for Germany's problems, economic, social, even the weather. He promoted conspiracy theories that Jews had control over the media and the banking system and used this influence to take over the country. This culminated in the infamous Nuremberg Laws of 1935, which stripped Jews of their citizenship and banned them from marrying or having sexual relations with non-Jews. In 1941, Hitler's invasion of Poland marked a turning point. German troops began rounding up Jews from their homes and forcing them into ghettos. Conditions were terrible. There wasn't enough food or medical care, and people were forced to live in their own waste. Many died of starvation and disease. Those who survived the ghettos often ended up in concentration or death camps. Here, men, women, and children were separated and forced to work long hours for little or no pay. If they were deemed unfit, they were sent to the gas chambers where they were killed along with millions of others. The only way to survive was to comply, to work, to stay in line, to be a good little worker bee. But even then, there was no guarantee of survival. All you could hope for was a friend or family member to remember you by. After 6 years of terror, the war in Europe came to an end. In 1945, the death camps were liberated and the world was finally able to see the horrors that had been hidden away. It's important that we remember the victims of the Holocaust, that we learn about what happened and try to understand how such evil could have been allowed to happen. We must challenge anti-Semitism and all forms of discrimination and hate speech. We must stand up for those who are being persecuted and work towards a better, more tolerant world for everyone.